What if the foods you reach for under stress were engineered to keep you coming back, even when you see the harm in your sleep, mood, and weight?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster. Today you'll hear why many older adults show signs of ultra-processed food addiction, how these products are designed to hook you, and what practical steps help you regain control without relying on willpower alone.
I'm Ilara Sky. A national analysis of Americans ages 50 to 80 found that 12.4% met criteria for ultra-processed food addiction. Rates were highest in those 50 to 64 at 15.7%. Among women 50 to 64, 21% met the threshold, compared to 7.5% of men overall. This pattern doesn't fade with age. For many, it persists.
Ultra-processed means industrial formulations made mostly from ingredients of exclusive industrial use. Think sweetened cereals, flavored yogurts, instant noodles, snack bars, sodas, and certain frozen entrees marketed as healthy. The American food supply is dominated by these products, which means you see them at breakfast, lunch, and late-night snacks, unless you plan otherwise.
You don't need guilt to change, just clarity. A quick swap mindset helps. Instead of packaged cookies, choose sliced fruit with a small portion of raw cheese. Swap chips for baked, well-cooked peeled sweet potato wedges. Replace instant noodles with white rice and broth alongside well-cooked vegetables and an egg. Trade soda for sparkling water with lemon or quality homemade lemonade. These choices keep familiar textures while removing industrial additives that drive overeating.
Why do these foods feel irresistible? They are built around a calculated bliss point, precise ratios of sugar, salt, fat, and additives that create a fast dopamine surge and quick drop. That cycle blunts satiety cues and fuels repeat use. Packaging, smells, and crunch cues further wire anticipation, so urges can rise before you take a bite.
If you're questioning your own patterns, compare them with plain language markers of addiction-like behavior. Eating more than planned, frequent cravings or preoccupation, needing larger amounts for the same comfort, withdrawal-like irritability when you cut back, continued use despite weight, digestion, blood sugar, or mood problems, repeated failed attempts to cut back, and social or emotional fallout such as secrecy or guilt. If several apply, your relationship with these products deserves attention.
It helps to separate common terms. Food addiction, sugar addiction, and ultra-processed food addiction are not identical. Many people who think they're hooked on sugar are reacting to the combined effect of engineered ingredients, texture agents, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, and rapid digestibility that amplify dopamine signaling. Focusing only on sugar can miss the actual driver, the industrial formula.
Now to action. The goal isn't restriction, it's replacement. Start by shifting what you stock. Clean out the highest traffic snack spots at home. Keep ready-to-eat whole foods visible. Ripe fruit, bone broth you can warm quickly, and leftovers you genuinely enjoy. If it isn't in your pantry, it's unlikely to end up on your plate.
Anchor every meal with protein and fiber. Build around eggs, ground beef or bison, or gelatinous cuts in a stew or broth, paired with well-cooked vegetables and a carbohydrate you tolerate, such as white rice or well-cooked peeled potatoes. Protein slows digestion while fiber from cooked produce helps steady energy so you're less vulnerable to fast-digesting, ultra-processed options.
Make smart swaps, not sacrifices. Keep the sensory cues you like, sweetness, salt, or crunch, without the engineered package. For a sweet note, use in-season ripe fruit, or a small drizzle of honey. For crunch with a meal, roast well-cooked peeled root vegetables until crisp at the edges. For a beverage, choose sparkling water with citrus, organic orange juice, or quality homemade lemonade instead of flavored sodas.
Redesign your food environment. Put fruit at eye level, store cooked vegetables and stews in clear containers, and move tempting packaged items out of sight or out of the house. Fewer visual cues mean fewer urges, and repetition retrains your brain to associate real food with reward.
Read labels like a detective. You don't need to memorize every additive. Lengthy ingredient lists signal higher processing. Watch for added sugars and refined starches, as well as industrial seed oils. Short lists usually indicate simpler foods that support appetite regulation.
Plan treats on purpose. Choose one meal or occasion each week for a favorite item and enjoy it mindfully. Permission plus structure reduces the emotional charge that drives binges. Then return to your routine at the next meal. Consistency beats perfection.
Build social support. Share your goals with someone you trust or join a group focused on mindful, whole food choices. If you want tailored coaching, consider a registered dietitian nutritionist who can align strategies with your health needs and preferences.
Use a mini cravings toolkit to break the autopilot loop. Pause for 10 minutes. Most urges crest and fall quickly. Hydrate. Ask what you're truly seeking: comfort, relief, or stimulation. Replace the cue, not the comfort. If you want something sweet, choose fruit or a small piece of dark chocolate. If you want something warm and soothing, heat bone broth. Script a response. This is a craving, not a command. I can choose how to respond. And keep a recovery option ready, such as a bowl of stew, a baked peeled potato, or fruit.
If you're unsure how serious your pattern is, use a quick self-check like the modified Yale Food Addiction Scale, MyFast 2.0. It assesses tolerance, withdrawal-like symptoms, loss of control, and continued use despite harm. The goal is insight that helps you take the next step.
Resources are available if you need support. A registered dietitian nutritionist for individualized guidance, evidence-based groups for food addiction or mindful eating, and helplines that provide confidential referrals for eating or addiction-related concerns. Educational materials such as dietary guidelines and label reading guides can also help you make informed choices.
Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, replace one ultra-processed item you eat daily with a whole food option. Anchor each meal with eggs, ground meat, or a gelatin-rich stew plus well-cooked vegetables, and move packaged snacks out of sight. At week's end, note changes in your cravings, energy, and mood.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.